guys, hope you're doing well. Welcome in the next video. So in this video we are going to set up the flow of authentication for the driver. So once user click on login as driver, the user will be able to follow the authentication part, okay, like entering mobile number and then verifying OTP. After verifying OTP, we will decide whether this is a user or this is a driver. So where should we navigate it? Either to the customer screen or either to the driver screen. So stay with me, let's get started. In Android Studio, so I'm going to create a flag that is basically going to identify whether this user is driver or customer. So let's open controller, auth controller. Here I'm going to create a bool variable. So this variable is using for identifying the role of the user. I have got the auth controller instance over here. These two lines is basically identifying the role of the user. If the user is logged in as driver, then we are assigning value to true, otherwise we are assigning value of false. So we are in the method that is basically responsible for verifying OTP. Inside this method we have decide route. This method is called when the user is logged in successfully. So we are going to decide the route on this function. So I have implemented a very simple if check. It is checking that if the user is logged in as driver, then navigate this user to the driver module, otherwise navigate this user to the login module. So here as I have commented that if is login as driver is true, so then we have to navigate user to the driver module. So currently we have not created any driver module, so now let's create one. So here I have created a driver directory, and inside this I'm going to create a profile setup for the driver. Pasted the code directly in the profile underscore setup dot dot. This is exactly same code as we have already in the user profile screen. So I have copied code from this file, and then I have a little bit customized it, so it is now for the driver. So let's give it a flow. I have this decision screen. When user click on this login as driver button, it will go to login screen after verifying OTP. So now once this function is called verify OTP, I have to decide route. So once the this function is called, I have already this check implemented that if login as driver, then you have to do this stuff, otherwise you have to call customer module. But as you can see, I have same screens if value dot exist. So I don't have a home screen yet for the driver, but here I'm just going to print driver home screen. Okay, but if the document does not exist in the firestore, then what I want to do is I just want to redirect user to the driver profile screen. Okay, let's import this one and we are good to go. So now let's move it again. Okay, and let's give it a restart. Application is now up and running. I'm going to click on login as driver. Let's enter the mobile number and let's log in. Say 125436. And yeah guys, you can see I have been redirected to the driver profile screen. Okay, so let's enter some information like driver name, test driver, and then what I'm going to do is enter an email for this. As you can see, email field is not editable. Maybe I have did something. So text field, and we have here check read only, and this is true, so it should be false. Okay, and when user click on this submit button, it is basically validating all the fields and also it is uploading information to the driver profile. So this function is basically responsible for storing information like name, image, email, and the check is driver. So this user is driver, so we are storing an extra check that is driver true. Let's select an image as well. If I click on submit button, now this information is sending to the cloud file store. Let's wait. Information is stored successfully in the Cloudflare store, and I have modified one thing. If you guys can see, I have this check. If login as driver, then just print login as driver, but if it is customer, then redirect user to the customer screen. So let's verify if this information is stored or not. Click on Firestore database. Okay, and you guys can see we have this document right over here. We have email, we have image of the user, we have check is driver, and name of the driver. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. Let's meet in the upcoming video.